Now, in terms of what is legitimate renovation or tajdeed, I would argue that the Islamic tradition is a vast tradition. The Islamic tradition is largely unread. Even people now that are studying in madrasas, studying at Sharia colleges, do not go deeply into this tradition. This is simply a fact. One of the things, I'll give you one example. When I wrote a paper on female prayer, because this was an issue a few years ago, years ago when I was a student in Mauritania, I remembered in a book that Ibn Taymiyyah from the Maliki madhab considered female prayers was permissible in that madhab. And I remember as a 21-year-old student underlying that. I actually went back to the book and found my underlining that statement. When I studied the prayer issue, I was so struck by the fact that not only was it debated early on, but there were multiple opinions. Imam Tabari considered it permissible for women to lead the prayer if they were more qualified than men, to lead men in prayer. Ibn Taymiyyah himself permitted women to lead men in prayer if they were illiterate and she was literate. He just said she should lead from back because she might distract the men if she was leading from the front. Ibn Taymiyyah permitting a woman to lead men in prayer. Right? I mean, this is the tradition. It's all there. People have no idea how many of these issues were already examined, discussed, and incredible erudition and energy went into this. So if you look, I would argue that the Islamic tradition has within itself all of the needs to renovate the house. But it's going to take an immense amount of intellectual energy. It's going to take very, very highly qualified people, which necessitates institutions that can train and produce the types of people that are needed to engage in this activity.